I had taught school and taught children about government before, but it was very different to work in the government. Very, very different. And I guess as you might read here, the second bullet down, it says the Michigan legislature has two different houses that need to approve laws. Okay? Can I go to your whiteboard?
Of course.
So if you can imagine, so you guys can scooch around here. In our government, just like there's the federal government, that's in Washington, D.C. And then each state, we have 50 states, has their own government that kind of runs the state. And within our government, we've got three branches, okay? We've got the executive branch, that's the governor, okay? And we've got the legislative branch, which has the Senate and the House of Representatives. Okay, I'll just shorten that up and say House of Reps. This is where I worked, right here. Actually, I'll give you the whole word. Representatives. Okay, so this is where we work. There are 110 members here. There are 38 members here. Okay? So if you can imagine, you take the whole state of Michigan, and this whole piece right up here, this is chopped into 110 pieces, okay? Chop, 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 chop. And in each one, you have about 92,000 people in each little piece, cut, 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 all up, so that there are 110 of those little pieces all over the state of Michigan. And each person represents a little piece. And we Representative Meadows represented 93,000 people in this area. It's all of Michigan State and East Lansing, all of Meridian Township, which is next over, and that has Okemos schools and Hazlitt schools. And keep going, Williamstown Township and Locke Township. So it's a whole big piece. We have to represent those people in the government. That was Mark's job, and I was to help him. The Senate is a little different. You've got, take this and cut it into only 38 pieces. And so we have Gretchen Whitmer, she's our senator. She covers 3 of these pieces. Like one of the, like she might be this one, and this one. All of this would be for a senator. I don't know if that makes sense, but there are fewer of them. In the Senate and the House, we only have 4 women. In the Senate,
Wow.
out of this, only 4. And here we have 26 women out of this group. This is very low. This is, for the United States, we don't, this is not, I don't think, a good situation. But that's where we're at right now. We have 2 opposing parties. We have the Republicans and we have the Democrats. And depending on who has the most votes, that's who's in control. Okay? So the Republicans got more here and more here. So they control what we vote on, and they really control what laws are passed. And so in every committee, when we have education committee, or we have commerce committee, or they're run by a Republican, and they decide which laws we discuss, and they really control what's voted on. And our governor, he's a Republican also. So if they pass a law here, and then they ship it over to here, and they pass it too, because they both have to agree, and then they send it to the governor, they might all agree because they're all Republican. Not always, but a lot of times. And there have been a lot of things that have been passed by the governor that they've all agreed on, but the Democrats, which we're a Democrat, are very unhappy about it. But that's how it works. They got more votes, so you know. Okay, so you got governor, legislature, and so I can give you the name here, legislature. And here you have the courts, okay? You know, and we call that the judicial. And so this is supposed to be a balance of power, where nobody is in total control. He's not in total control, they're not in total control, neither are the courts, but they make the laws, and then they have to make sure the laws are followed, and then he agrees with the law, you know. So that's sort of how it works with our government. So my job, working for Mark, since we represent all these